Okay, this is Newton Ransom Outdoors. We're going to be cleaning a black powder 50 caliber Thompson Center Hawken rifle, one of the finest black powder guns on the market. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a piece of wood that's pointed and plug the hole, flash hole. I'm going to use a product that's called Turkey Track that I found to be a good product for cleaning black powder. And what we're going to do is put an ounce or two. I'm going to stand up. Into the bore. I need my assistant. That's 1 ounce. Okay, we just use a little funnel and put that in the bore. I'm going to cork the barrel with a regular old cork. And just run it back and forth. Okay, we poured the Turkey Track in and we let it set for just a few minutes. It says 10 minutes on the bottle, and we shook it up back and forth before we let it set. I'm going to take the cork out, and we're going to get black. I don't know if you can see. Can you see that? Got your black carbon and so forth. Now I'm going to brush the bore. This bore hasn't been done for a while, I don't think. So I have an old brush on there. But not your new shiny one. I'm going to take the wooden plug that's plugging the flash hole out. When I run a patch down the bore, the pressure will go out that flash hole. Using a shotgun patch. It's quite a big patch. I'm simply going to use the ramrod with a regular 50 caliber end on it. Cleaning jag. And we're getting the carbon out. It's pretty black.
Go ahead.
So I'm going to wet a patch with some Turkey Track. This is not oil based or anything like that. It's almost, I don't know what is in it, but it's, some guys use soap and water. I don't think this is a soap product, but okay, we're getting a pretty gray patch still. I'm going to run another one in. I'll wet a patch. Patch has still got some gray on it, but we started out. This is the first patch, so we're getting there. almost clean. I'm just going to get another dry patch. And then what I do is I use boar butter. This is a product made by Thompson Center also. Just a little bit. It's like a lubricant. Almost smells like Ben Gay. I don't know if you ever... Did you ever have this? It's a like a paste, and they say that boar butter will also season the boar. A lot of guys, as long as you're using, if you use any kind of synthetic powder, you have to make sure that this boar butter is completely taken out of your boar before you shoot the gun. And if you use any synthetic black powder, if you use regular black powder, you're all right. But if you use a synthetic black powder, you would have to use something like denatured alcohol or something to make sure that all this is out. It could cause your synthetic powder to to misfire. And even with black powder, it wouldn't hurt when you go hunting. Just run a dry patch down there, a couple of them, with your ramrod before you go out, just to clear that. But it will not foul black powder if you, unless you some guys really cake it in there. You don't want to do that. I'm just putting a fine coating in there. And that'll protect the boar while it's sitting through the season. So we used about six of these 2-inch patches. This is made by a company called Southern Bloomers, and these are shotgun cleaning patches, but they work real nice for 50 caliber muzzle loaders. So I used them for that, and we used about 6 of these until we came out very clean. This is one of the last ones we used, and then we ran dry patches down twice to make sure it was dry. And then oftentimes, if it's hunting season, I will take an air compressor with a lot of pressure and blow it all out to make sure it's real dry if I'm cleaning it in the middle of the season. But this gun's going to be put away, so we didn't bother to do that today. So I'm going to just clean the flash pan and the black powder that's all over the stone and so forth. I'm just going to use some turkey track with a Q-tip, wet, and then we're just going to clean the flash pan out. We're getting a lot of black there and all around the frizzen. Quite a bit of black. If you don't get this off, your gun will rust from that black powder residue. It'll rust real bad. You want to make sure you get it off the barrel itself. I'm just saturating the Q-tip, turkey track. And this stone, I don't know if you can see the stone. I'm going to clean that with turkey track. See, there's black powder all over the stone. You want to make sure that stone is clean of that so it sparks properly next season. I'm going to do one more thing where we're going to have a little moment. Actually, I'm going to do a couple more things. See, we're still getting a pretty black Q-tip. Okay, you want to hang on a minute. Not fancy, but okay. This is denatured alcohol. You can get that in probably most any hardware store, Lowe's, Home Depot, and it'll keep the grease off of your stone and your frizzen. And through the hunting season, quite often to keep that thing sparking good, it'll degrease. I'll take it on the stone that I've already cleaned with the turkey track, and this will take any grease or anything off of it to make it so it will. And then the face of the frizzen where the stone hits, I don't ever put any, you don't want any oil on that. That'll mess you up. But denatured alcohol will keep any grease and keep that thing sparking well. Just in case your fingers get on it, you get grease from your fingers or stuff like that. Anything could give you a misfire that you don't want. You spend all day out in the woods and freezing cold, and then you see a deer and you get a fizzle, and we don't want that. So do the best we can not to get that by using that denatured alcohol to get all any grease or anything that would keep that thing from sparking. A lot of guys don't know about that, but when you do your stone like that, it keeps it in good shape. Then I will use CLP or Break Free. That's cleaner, lubrication, and clean, lube, and preserve, is it? So it keeps it from rusting. Protect. Just on all the areas where you have any movement of the frizzen and the hammer. And also I put some of that right on the barrel where that black powder residue really gets your bluing coated. You put that CLP there and it will just keep it from rusting. It's very good for that purpose. You don't want to get any CLP on your stone because it's like an oil, but it's very good to keep your barrel from rusting and keep your frizzen operating properly in your hammer. And that's pretty much it. There's a little delay. Hear that? It's all right though. Okay. You still filming? And I'd also put CLP on just on the barrel. Anything that may rust, the threads on your, not on the stone, but on the threads, and just put a coating of it all over the gun. Just, we're putting this gun away for till next season, so. That's pretty much it. Keep your muzzle loader ready for next year. We'll have to come up with one. You got one in your pocket? What do you think? I'm lubricating the trigger. It won't hurt anything. This stuff won't gunk anything up. You know, some oils would, but this is good stuff, which you are well aware of because the military was big on that. They had a problem with that for a while, didn't they? Didn't something happen with CLP? I got a buddy that was telling me something, and I don't know what it was, but it disappeared for some reason, and then it came back again. Sergeant Jeffrey, do you know him? You didn't meet him yet? Yeah. This is Peter Accardi, the guy that looks like Cy, they tell me, with Newton Ransom Outdoors, and we're gonna see you soon again. Till then.
Happy hunting, right?
Happy hunting. Okay, this is Peter Accardi with Newton Ransom Outdoors again. Just showing you a rifle strap that I really enjoy. It's called a Boonie Packer Safari strap, and it kind of hangs the gun on you like a guitar. So when I stand a lot and watch for a deer, and if you see an animal, you can just pick the gun up, the strap drops off, and you can shoot the gun with the strap on you. And then you can just put it back like that, and you're ready to go. When you're walking, if you have a friend there, you can put it down this way, and normally I have more clothing on, so I have the strap in a long mode, but you can shorten it if you were going out in a day like this and you had to do this. But you can point the gun down. There's many ways to carry it. You can just carry it on your side as long as there's nobody in front of you, this way, or even like that when you're going through something. So just a little strap that I enjoy, and hopefully you will too.